Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I am blonde. I've got short hair. I was just so done with the weave, the wig, and just the got to be glue and the whole process. Today it literally took me like no time because I didn't have to do anything to my hair. I got out of the shower and I just started doing my eyebrows, so I saved so much time. I probably saved like 30 minutes to an hour that I could have spent doing my hair. So I was tired of that. Okay, that's why I decided to go back to my natural hair. Anyway, so today I'm bringing you guys I'm dropping some tea again. I'm bringing you guys a story time. Story time is about how I met the love of my life during Fees Must Fall. It was love at first sight, and he dumped me like a few days before my birthday. A few days before my 21st birthday, he dumped me. So if you want to hear how that story turned out, definitely continue to watch. Don't forget to like, comment, and most importantly, smash that subscribe button. Turn on your post notification bell so you're notified anytime I drop this piping hot tea, girl. Let's jump straight right into this video. Today I'm bringing you guys a story time. Yay! I know you guys love story time. I've already done my eyebrows so I can save us all some time. My eyebrows are a bit thicker today because I am planning to do a full on glam beat, honey. Sorry about that, I'm just looking for lip stuff. I feel like every time I come on here my lips are hella dry. Like, girl, do better. I'm wearing my gown today because I am going to a party and I don't want to get myself dirty. So I am, as per usual, I am going to start with my eyeshadow, get that over and done with, and then we are going to hop into this story time. I'm just going to put some concealer all over my eyelid, just like that, just to prep my eyelid for eyeshadow. Today I am going to be going full on glam. I'm going to be doing a cut crease. Ow! I haven't done a cut crease before on my channel. Sending out that concealer, and I'm going to set using my banana powder. For my eyeshadow today, I really want to do something that will like test my skills. So I want to do this floating eyeliner, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it only using eyeshadow. I'm going to be using this palette today. I use this palette a lot because it has all the neutral shades that we need, the browns. It's amazing. And I'm gonna start by going in with this transition shade right here, and I'm just taking that all the way into my crease. I haven't done a look like this in a really long time. I've been really into soft glam, and that's only because it's quick, it's easy. So yeah, that's been my go-to lately. But I'm finna get all glammed up today, honey. As per usual, I'm going to grab a clean brush and just go over the edges. And I'm going to grab this dark brown shade right here. I'm just going to place that right in my crease. How pretty is this brown? Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to blend it out like that. I'm gonna go back into that shade that we started with and just blend that out as well. Okay, so this is how it looks, and I'm just going to do the same thing on this eye. So I did cut my crease off camera, and I did exaggerate it because of the type of look that I want to do. I have not cut my crease in a really long time, you guys. I'm just going to go over it with that same brush that I've been using because I am going to use that same color, and I just don't want it to crease. So I'm gonna go in with that same brown shade all over, but I'm not taking it all the way up to the crease. So I'm just taking it all the way in, but I'm not gonna take it all the way up. You know what I want to do? I want to change my brushes and use a flat brush. I think that's gonna work faster. Okay, so now I'm using my flat brush just to place that matte shade. This is how we're looking. Can you already see that concealer? It's already did the liner that we need. So then I'm gonna take this super thin brush. Can you see that brush? And I'm gonna take this gold metallic type of shimmer right here, and I'm just going to put that concealer that we've got left. It's not clean right now, but we're gonna clean it up, so don't worry about that. It's all over the place, so we're gonna go back in with that flat brush, and we're gonna go back in with our brown shade that we've been using, and we're just going to clean everything up. Okay guys, so this is how our eyes are looking. They're looking really festive, really nighttime type of glam. So yeah, I'm not gonna do a full wing. This type of look I don't like a wing with. So I'm done with my eye makeup. This is how we are looking, and I am going to start by priming my face. I literally have about an hour and then I gotta go. Okay, and then I'm also going to now get into the story time. I'm gonna go in with my Superstay foundation. How the story time starts, I was in varsity. I went to the University of the Free State, and I was doing my second year at the time in varsity, and I was staying at Ray's. The week before, the Minister of Higher Education, I think it was Blade and Zimande at the time. I don't want to lie though, because I'm not sure. The time had announced that there was going to be an increase in fees for higher education and training the previous week. So the Monday at school, there was a lot of talk about, actually this started the Sunday. The Sunday there was a lot of voice notes going around on WhatsApp saying that there's going to be a strike. And it was started by VITS and UCT. There were voice notes circulating saying that there might be a strike. The students are planning to strike. So personally, I felt like, if I'm being honest, when those voice notes were circulating, I was like, our generation does not have it in them to go on a strike. Like, those are things we read about happening during apartheid, and you know, those are things that our parents went through. So I was like, ain't no way there's gonna be a strike. Ain't no way. Okay. So Monday I go to school. I stay at Ray's. So I stay on campus. Monday I go to school. Vele, everything is normal at school. I'm gonna go in with my instant erase concealer. So on Monday, everything vele is normal at school. We're having lectures as normal. Nobody is mentioning the strike, right? During the day, we get word, actually, the students at Wits and UCT, they've already started striking, right? So, but the day goes on as normal, go UFC. And then the following day, the Tuesday, is when it actually started on Tuesday afternoon. Tuesday, I went to school as normal as well, attended my lectures and everything. And when I was coming from my lectures, I hear, you know, the struggle songs. People are singing, they're singing the struggle songs. Well, that's how the strike started. I was very excited that it happened in my lifetime, and I was very excited to be a part of it. It's something that I personally decided that I want to be a part of. It's literally, it's going to be a part of history. This is huge. Students are standing up in like 2015, around that time, you know, they're standing up and they are saying no to the increase of fees for higher education. Like, we were already paying a ridiculous amount for fees and books and raise and now you want to increase the fees. So I felt like that's something that I definitely want to be a part of. So when the strike started, I would go to the strikes in the morning. I'm just waiting for my concealer to get tacky. I had a ritual. I would go to the strikes, to the march in the morning. Then during the day, I would be studying or doing whatever, because that strike started a week before we were supposed to start writing exams, right? So during the day, I'm studying or doing whatever it is that I'm doing, and then in the morning I go to the strike, and then in the afternoon as well I go to the strike. Also because I'm trying to get burnt, okay, in the sun, because it was around like November. Yeah, October, November. Now it's Friday morning, and the fees must fall strike had been going on for the whole week, since Tuesday at my varsity. So now, particular day, I hadn't planned on going to the Fees Must Fall movement. I think I planned to go home that weekend, right? Because I was like, okay, we're gonna start exams soon. Let me go home and just recuperate before we start writing exams. So I wake up in the morning, and my roommate at the time, she had already bathed, and so she's telling me she's going to the march. So she asks me, are you coming? And I'm like to her, actually, I wasn't planning on going today, but you know what? Let me go. Why not? Let me go. So I'm like to her, wait for me. I'm quickly going to shower, you know, and then put on a t-shirt, some leggings, and I'm coming. We leave for the march. So at my varsity, what we used to do is we would march from the main gate to the medical gate, which was on the other side of the varsity, and then back to the main gate again. So we go to so we take that route and we go back to the main gate again. So when we get to the main gate again, I run into some ladies that I went to high school with, right? So I start talking to them and they're just acting really, really weird. Not weird, but you know how girls act when there's a cute guy around? They're acting weird. They're busy dancing up on this guy, but he's looking the other way and they're busy. So I asked them, I'm like, what's going on? You know, and they say to me, oh my gosh, this guy is so handsome. So he's got his back turned to me, so I can't really see him, you know, but from his silhouette at the back I can tell body is, it's tight, like, you know. So you know, Miss at the marches were like in a circle and he's like sort of just outside the circle. There's like a circle, he's like sort of just outside and we're standing outside of the circle, right? So he is dancing, his back is to me, right? And he's dancing and then he turns back like this, you know, like he turns, his back is to me and he's busy dancing and then he just turns a bit and I'm like, I finally get to see this guy that these girls are going crazy over, right? And I'm like, damn, he cute. So I start talking to them about who is he, and so they're like, girl, we don't know, we just saw him right now at the march. I'm like, damn, he's cute, you know. See, I'm not thinking, oh, let me hit on him or anything. I'm just like, oh, he's really, really handsome. Like his body, his face, you know, he's tall, like he's really, really good looking. I get why the girls are going as crazy as they are going. I'm just gonna go in with my Fit Me powder. It was already around like 12 in Ilata, like 12 p.m. So I was like, you know what, it's already 12, let me go back to Ray's, right? I go back to my Ray's and I do whatever it is that I'm doing. I've forgotten about the hot guy at the march. My friend hits me up and she's like, she hasn't gone to the march, so she's asking me if we can go, if I can go with her. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool, I really enjoy it there, so that's cool, we can go around like 3 p.m, like later on in the afternoon. Cool. I take a shower and this time around I get dressed. It's Friday, guys, it's Friday, you know, ain't nobody wanting to be looking basic on Friday. So I'm like, okay, let me get dressed, let me look cute. So I shower and I put on some high-waist jeans and a crop top. But at that time in my life, I wasn't doing makeup. My makeup literally consisted of eyeliner and lipstick. I was not even wearing foundation at the time. I only started wearing foundation a little bit, like that same, like maybe a month or two later, the December vac, the Christmas vac of that year is when I bought my first foundation. I think it was the Maybelline Mousse foundation. It was very, very sheer, like, and I used to put it on with my hands. Girl, we come far. To this, we come far. Okay, you know, we used to put on eyeliner and lipstick and think that you are the shit, okay? So I look cute or whatever. So my friend pulls through and she picks me up at Ray's and we go to the main gate, and when we get there isn't a lot of people. A lot of people had left. A lot of people were playing music from their cars, people were celebrating. So we asked, well, like, what's going on, where's everybody, where's the strike, what happened to the strike? Then they tell us, they're like, no, the strike, if a delay, the minister, we say there won't be any increase, so it will be like a 0% increase. So everybody's happy, everybody is celebrating, and they are like, there's a after party type of situation at there on campus. I forgot that place, you guys, what it's called. I suck. On campus by the the rugby or the soccer fields or something like that, by the fields on campus. Like, we are going, you know, because either way we had plans to get up to no good that Friday. Just as we are getting into the entrance, all right, so I'm walking with my friends and we're getting into the entrance. This is us. This is the phone is like the entrance. So we're walking, making our way into the entrance. I'm just going to contour. We are walking into the entrance. I pick up my head and I see the guy, the hot guy from the march. And we are literally, like, the minute I picked up my head, our eyes met. They literally locked like this. Our eyes just, we didn't take our eyes off each other. And nobody said a word. Nobody said anything. We both, and he was also walking with his friends. We both just started walking towards each other, like, with the biggest smile ever. Like, we just... I swear to God, okay? We're both just walking literally like this, and we are smiling and we're looking at each other. And we stop right in front of each other, and he's like, hi. And I'm like, hi. And that hi, it was like, hi, where have you been? I've been waiting for you. You know? That's how it felt like. It felt like, oh my gosh, I have been waiting for you. Where have you been? You know? So he told me his name. His name was Sbusiso. Okay, that's what we're gonna call him. Obviously, that was not his name. And he's from KZN. And, you know, we're just getting to know each other. We're exchanging numbers. Guys, in all of my years of dating, I've never ever met anybody like that. Like, where we just don't say anything. We leave the people that we're with, and it just feels like it's the two of us in the world. And it feels like this moment has been, it had to happen, you know? That's why I'm like, literally when we said hi, it was like, hi, where have you been? Because I've been looking for you. Okay? He told me that he was a year older than I was, but he was lying. I found that out later, that he was actually a year younger than I was. But like I said, he was tall, you know, really, really lean. So he didn't look a year younger than I was. We end up just spending the night together. My friends, the people I came with. I'm just looking Usbusiso right in the eye, honey. I am seeing our future babies in his eyes. Okay, leave me alone. I'm gonna bronze. So we end up exchanging numbers, and I end up going home. The following week, we were told at school that, because exams were supposed to start that following week. So because of the strike, we were told at school that exams would only begin the next week. So then this week will be like the last week of school, so that people can prep and. So that was literally like the only week that we had to actually spend time together and stuff. So he invited me over to his place for dinner. Everybody knew, okay? Everybody knew about Usbusiso and how much I just felt like I really, really like him, and I really want things to work out. So I end up going to his place. Manate, man, you know, the vibe is there, chemistry is flowing, you know the deal. And I end up sleeping over. The next morning up, and he walks me back to my res, and that was the last time that I saw him. And then exams started, so we started writing exams. During exams we would talk. He would always wish me luck on my exams, you know. and just talking about how sad it's gonna be that he has to go home for the Christmas holidays. So we weren't really looking forward to that, but he was really positive, you know, that no, but I'm gonna go and then I'm gonna come back and we're going to spend the rest of the following year together. So I'm just contouring my forehead a bit. So exams were done, and I think we chilled like one more time before he went back home to KZN. And now it was the Christmas break, the Christmas vac, and throughout the Christmas vac we were talking, you know, obviously on WhatsApp, and he would constantly call me, you know, and he kept talking about how he's so excited for the following year, just because he'll be starting the year with me, you know, as his girlfriend. So I was also very excited, you know. I was like, oh my gosh, next year is going to be amazing. Like, it's going to be amazing. I'm going to be with Uzbusi. So girl, the more he's telling me about his family back in KZN, obviously we're keeping each other, you know, we're keeping each other updated on everything that's happening. So he's already told me about his family dynamics, and the more he's telling me, the more I am just seeing marriage, honey. I'm imagining myself, like KZN, you know, meeting the parents, meeting his grandparents, just doing blush. Fast forward, it's the new year, and obviously we wish each other happy new year, and he keeps still saying, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for the new year because I've got you now, you know. I'm so excited to go back to Bloom and stuff, and I'm excited about varsity, and I'm also just like really excited. I'm like, me too, babe, like I can't wait to see you, you know. That's constantly our conversation. I can't wait to see you, I can't wait to spend time with you and build our relationship, you know, because we met at the end of the year and we haven't really had any time to actually really spend together. It's now end of January, around end of January. I think the last time that we talked with Uzbusiso was maybe second week of January, around that time. And I don't know why I didn't question why we're no longer talking or anything. I was just still very excited about the year, and very excited about having a boyfriend who's in the same school as me. He lives 10 minutes away. I was like, honey. Fast forward to, I think, the last week of January. I went to register and I moved into Res. So I move into Res and school starts now. School starts, lectures start. It's like the first week of lectures. And Uzbusiso hasn't said a word to me, you know. Like the whole registration process, you know, he hasn't said anything to me. Hey babe, I'm back in town. Hey babe, let's meet up. Hey babe, nothing, you know. And I've told my new roommate about him as well, and my new roommate is constantly asking me, okay, Uzbusiso, okay, Uzbusiso. And I'm just like, I don't know, girl, I don't know. So the second week of, yeah, we're now 2 weeks into school. My friend and I, we decide to go out, and while we're out, I meet him. I haven't talked to him. He hasn't told me he's back in town, nothing. I ran into him, you know, and I'm like to my roommate, I'm like, this is Busiso. I didn't even know he's back. What the fuck is going on? My roomie's like, go ask him, friend. Like, he owes you an explanation. Go ask him. So vele, I go and like, hey, I'm like, hey, oh, he's so happy to see me. Hey, Retha, oh my gosh, babe, how are you? I'm like, don't ask me questions. where have you been? Like, you haven't texted me, you didn't tell me you're back or anything. Then he flips me some story about, no, it's because I've just been having some personal issues, and I had to end up looking for a bursary, and it's just been really stressful. So I finally got a bursary, and I finally registered, and yada 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 yada. I'm like, okay. I don't understand why you couldn't talk to me. He's like, no, I was stressed. I just really wanted to sort all of that out. Maris Busiso, here you are communating at the club. And he's like, yeah, I know. I was actually I was actually hoping to run into you. You didn't know that I'd be there at all. It's not like I'm always out and you know like my spots or anything. No, what do you mean? Me being me, I was just like believing his story or whatever, because I really liked him and I really wanted things to work out. So I'm like, okay, cool, you must text me here so that we can make plans to meet up and stuff like that. So the rest of the night we were really like back to being us, really lovey-dovey and all of that, even though he didn't even tell me he's back in town. I go back to my res, and my roomie and I were really excited. Finally, and you know, things are gonna go back on track. Boy, was I wrong. I was so wrong. During the week again, there goes Retha again texting Sbusi, so babe, I miss you, let's meet up. Do I not get blue ticked? I call him, he does not pick up my calls. I think after like a week or so, guys, I think this was like a week before my birthday, because my birthday is in March, okay, the first day of the month. So it was like, and I was turning 21. That was a big deal. So I was very excited about that. So so Busiso finally, at this point, okay, I'm just like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna give Busiso space, and he'll otla bua motlhang a leng sharp, because I don't understand what's going on. And I was not even thinking next time oh no, he's cheating and stuff like that, because he's genuinely not that type of guy. Even though he's good looking, he's not the player type of guy, you know, the typical, okay, this guy's hot, get fuck boy. He was not like that. Before my birthday, he finally gets back to me and texts me on WhatsApp, and he says to me, he spins me the same story he spun me when we met up at the club, and he's like going through a lot. Oh, he got a bursary and he just really needs to focus on his studies. Okay, Sbusiso, so I'm a distraction. I also need to focus on my study. I'm a year ahead of you. I too need to focus on my studies. Okay? What do you mean? I'm laughing now, but it wasn't funny at the time, you guys. I didn't understand. What do you mean? Guys, there are people doing their PhDs and their masters, bajola. There are people who are studying and working, bajola. What do you mean? He's like, no, he has to focus on his studies. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I'm getting dumped over books. Ain't no ways. But I was like, it's fine. It's fine. I'll give you the whatever that because he never actually said that it's over, but it was obvious that it was over. Really heartbroken. I was really heartbroken, guys. This is a guy that like our meet cute was some fairy tale you know, something that you'd only see in like movies, and we had such a connection, you know. And now it was like I was completely blindsided, and all of that, everything that I thought was gonna happen, it was just literally taken away from me, and I was really, really sad about it. I was not happy at all. Just need to figure out what I'm gonna do with my under eyes. I think I want to shade them and use those same to the transition shade and the brown that we used. I'm not sure, but anyways, I'm gonna highlight my nose while I think about it. I'm like, okay, you know what, it's fine. I just got dumped or whatever. I'm gonna move on, and whatever. My birthday comes along. Can I please tell you, Busiso didn't even text me happy birthday or anything like that. And you know when you're just optimistic as a girl, you're thinking, oh, he's gonna call me for my birthday and maybe we'll talk and he didn't even text me happy birthday, nothing. Okay, we decide to go out obviously for my birthday, and while we are out, I meet another guy, and I tell that guy, obviously he asked me, are you single and stuff, and I tell that guy about, and I tell him, I'm like, I am single, but I'm not too sure because there was this other guy, this and that happened. So I tell him about Uzbusiso. He was like, I don't care about this Busiso dude, I'm into you and I want you, so you need to figure out, you know. So I obviously then start seeing this guy. I think a month into my thing with this new guy, I'm literally chilling at his place with him, when my phone rings and you can clearly see on the screen for the images Busiso, you know. So he looks at me and I'm like, okay, let me answer. So I answer because I want to know. I want to know what's Busiso gonna say, you know. I answered the phone, then he was making me like giggle and stuff, like just basically distracting me so that Busiso can hear, okay, I'm preoccupied. So Busiso asks me if he says he wants to talk to me, and obviously I'm busy giggling, I'm not really paying him much attention. And then he asks me, he's like, am I busy? I'm like, yes, I am busy right now. And he's like, okay, cool, I'll call you later. I think about a day or two later, and the first thing he asks me is, who was I with? I'm like, nobody. Am I seeing somebody else? And I'm like to him, no. And I said no because I wanted to leave that door open, okay, for possibilities. If he's decided that he's gonna act right and, you know, he wants to try again or whatever. So that's why I said no. But I was seeing somebody else, but it was still very new. It was not a relationship yet. Basically, he was not getting to the point, you know, and like, what do you want? You know, so he ends up just saying no. He was just checking up on me. Like, that guy was playing mind games with me, you guys. Now that I'm telling the story, I'm realizing that nigga was just playing mind games with me, okay? Months passed and Usbusiso never got back to me about our meetup so that we can talk about our relationship or where we're going. And I really wanted closure. I wanted to understand what happened. I'm gonna go in with the brown in my waterline as well. I went in with the transition shade that we started with, so I'm just going to go in with the brown. So I'm like, you know what? I'm so over Busiso and him not knowing whether he wants me or not. So I'm closing this chapter. It's done. It's over with. Okay, I'm gonna set my face. Okay, I've done everything. Oh, I need to highlight my inner corner actually before I set my face. Like this. Okay, this is not really gonna go, but I think I'm gonna use this right here to highlight my inner corners. Close that chapter and I move on with my life. I fully focus on my new man. and Sbusiso would check in on me every now and then. And I didn't understand it because I'm like, dude, you didn't want me. Why are you still calling or texting me? Once down the line, he texted me again asking if I have a man. And I'm like, no, I don't have a man. At this point, it was not because I'm trying to hide it or anything. It was just like, honestly, it's none of your business if I have a man or not. Like, that boat has shipped. It's none of your business. So he says, oh, okay, well, I wanted to tell you that I miss you, you know, and I've missed you so much that I drew a picture of you. Let me send it to you. Vele, he sends me that picture that he drew of me. And I'm like, did you do those things when we were together and I was wanting you and yearning for you and asking for your attention? Why couldn't you do things like drawing a picture of me for my freaking birthday when you didn't call me, you didn't say anything, you know, months down the line, now you're drawing pictures of me because you miss me? He sent me the picture that he drew of me, and he was like, we should meet up so he can give me the picture. And I was like, nope, that is not happening. You had your opportunities to meet up with me so many times and you never actually made the plan. So no, it's fine, you can keep the picture. Later again, Sbusiso texts me and he says, I think I want to do a red lip because I'm wearing all black. He still has my picture. He put it up on his wall and he sends me a picture up on his wall and he says he looks he looks at it every day, and you know, he thinks about how he cheated me and how he could have handled things better, you know, and he's always gonna keep it on his wall as a reminder of the fact that what he had with me was beautiful, and he's sad that he didn't put in the effort and he didn't put in the time when he was supposed to. That's how things ended. That's how I met the love of my life, Kofi's must fall, and I lost him like a week before my birthday. I got dumped. Okay, yeah, so that's it for the story time. Let me put on my lipstick. I'm trying the red lipstick. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but I think I am with my black outfit. Yeah, that's the end of the story time. I feel like the lesson here is don't chase nobody who does not want to be chased. You know, read between the lines. Don't be like me waiting for a whole month just for somebody to dump you a few days before your birthday, and then also just gaslight you for the next couple of months. These earrings are giving. I hope that you guys enjoyed this makeup look. I hope that you enjoyed the story time. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you have had any experience where you meet somebody and it's like a love at first sight. Has that ever happened to you? Did it work out the way you were hoping for it to work out? Let me know down below, and most importantly, smash that subscribe button. And don't forget to turn on your post notification bell so that you are notified anytime I post a video or anytime I drop some piping hot tea on my love life, my friendships, whatever it is. I do have more story times coming through, so you definitely want to subscribe to my channel. And also, as much as you enjoy story time, please do watch my other videos. I also put in a lot of effort in them, so I would definitely appreciate them if you could look into those videos as well. I hope that you have a beautiful day further wherever you are. My name is Retha girl and I'm out.